Well, a mayor does a combination of several things. First of all, most people would say that the mayor runs the city, which is a general statement. Actually, the mayor is in charge of several departments. Some of the departments are police, fire, public works, community affairs, and engineering, and a number of other departments. And basically, the mayor makes sure that those departments operate in a manner in which that they can provide services to the community. You have our public safety departments, which consist of police and fire departments. You have police personnel and fire personnel, and of course, all of those individuals, both men and women, they go out on fires if you're in the fire department and put out fires, but they also perform other duties and tasks as well. The police department, of course, they're wanting to make sure that the public safety is secure as relates to any particular community in which they can protect the citizens of that particular community. Some people would say police officers, all they do is give tickets, but that's not all that they do. They do a number of other things, but the bottom line is that they make sure that the public safety for any particular community is taken care of. So that, among so many other things, duties of a mayor in a particular city. Now you have taxes that's paid by citizens within the community, and the mayor makes sure that those taxes are distributed among these departments to make sure that you can move the city forward and move it in a positive way forward.
Are any, as if in other places, are any of the people that work for you, are any of them elected, or how do they get their jobs?
Well, the basic structure of the city consists of a mayor and also council member. In the case with the city of Monroe, we have 5 city council members. In other cities, there's a variety in terms of the number of city council members. In some communities, they're called aldermen rather than council members. And of course, most of those are paid by taxpayers, the mayor and city council members. I don't know of any instance where they work as volunteers, but for the most part, they are compensated. But also, these department heads, as well as the employees, they are paid as well to perform their duties in their roles and their responsibilities. They are paid by tax dollars. So we all are public servants for the community, and our job is to provide these particular duties and these things that we have to do to serve the community, and that's our job.
Okay.
Well, normally the terminology is used for cities that have a certain population and have certain responsibilities. There are different other categories such as villages and towns, as well as municipalities. Those are the 3 categories, and normally they're classified in terms of population. So the city of Monroe is a municipality. It is a hub. Monroe is located strategically and geographically in the northeast corridor of the state of Louisiana. The city of Monroe is the hub city of northeast Louisiana. And of course, you have other communities that are designated as towns, like the town of Richwood, or there are villages like Marouge and other villages in name. And so that is generally the difference of a city, town, and village.
How important is population to the city's operation?
The population is very important. We are what we classified as an entitlement city, in that we're a city right around 50,000. The usually cutoff is 50,000 population. However, if you don't have 50,000 population and you are the hub city of that particular region, and you've been that way for 2 years, you are considered to be an entitlement city, which simply means that you are entitled to certain federal programs, such as community development block grants, which we affectionately know as CDBG funds, as well as we do have a regional airport. We get entitlement funding for that. Also, public transit system, we receive so much money for that as well, whereas other cities or towns may have to file grants each and every year to get some funding, some federal funding, because most towns and villages don't have airports, they don't have a public transportation like we do, and so there is a difference as far as that goes. Well, there's a number of different services that a city can provide for families throughout any particular city. In the case of the city of Monroe, the city is involved in almost every aspect of one's family, such as the water that you drink. That water is pretty much treated and so forth by the city of Monroe. Also, when you're flushing your commode, the sewer aspect of it, when you flush your commode and the waste goes down the drain, it's treated ultimately at the water pollution or treatment plant, which is managed by the city. Also, as it relates to stop signs and red lights, that type of thing. Once you get to a particular intersection and you see these stop signs, that's maintained by the City of Monroe's engineering department. So the recreation community centers that you have where children go to do a number of different things and share in a number of different activities and programs, and also senior citizens, that is managed and maintained by the City of Monroe. So again, every aspect of what a family would do in the city has the city's fingerprints, if you will, on that. So a lot of different things, and most communities, most families could not operate without these type of services. That's why those tax dollars are very important. It's very important that a mayor and city council work very closely together, because to be able to provide those services to the community is just instrumental that occurs. Of course, the two branches consist of the mayors in the executive or administrative branch, and then the council is in the legislative branch. And there's two separate types of duties and roles and responsibilities that each has. And so a mayor deals with a number of different things: hiring, firing, giving raises to employees, and directing the administrative area. And of course, the city council members can make laws, and they have to approve budgets and things of that nature. There are two different branches, separate branches of government, which is very important, and putting them together is very important in terms of moving the city forward, such as it is with the state, with the governor, and also state legislators and representatives and senators, and also the President of the United States, as well as you have the separate branch of legislative branch, which consists of congressmen and senators on the United States level. So it's very important that both work together. If a student wants to grow up and be the mayor of the city of Monroe or any city, first of all, one would have to prepare themselves by making sure that they learn about government and learn about how it functions. But even more important than that, to understand that as a public servant, you need to be able to get along with people, work with people, and have plenty of patience, because you're dealing with a lot of people, a lot of requests, a lot of questions asked, and if you don't have the patience for this, this is not for you. However, if you like leading people, if you like trying to fix things and trying to make a community better, and you feel that you can, I think that once you prepare him or herself to be able to do that, this is a very, very good job. It is a very, very difficult job, but it's one that can be done by a lot of folks who are committed and dedicated to wanting to make a difference.